Internet, good morning. Daybreak 748 coming back at you guys with yet again another video. Today we are doing our annual Weiss Schwarz collection update video. I do this every year and yeah, it's a lot of fun. Now, real quickly, if you're like, Daybreak, where the hell have you been? Well, we've talked about this already. I'm mainly on Instagram at this point in time, but I know a lot of you guys ask for this update video every single year. So that's why I come back every single year just to showcase what I've acquired throughout said year. So in this case, 2024, let's see what we've picked up. All right, now first things first, just getting this out of the way. Nothing that you see here is for trade and or sale. The only time I'll trade or sell anything is if I meet you personally and we do a trade that way. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so with that said, first let's take a look at the cards that are not in my one touch mags or my graded cards or any of that kind of stuff. So we're starting things off with one of my more recent pickups. This character is from the show Free Ren. My god, if you have not watched that anime, ooh, it's so good. I'm so excited that season 2 is coming up, but yeah, I literally purchased one booster box of this, and yeah, it was right there, and I was super freaking excited. So there's an SP of him. We have this Strike Witches character with the little bunny, super adorable. We have some ReZero stuff. So we have Fern, I think that's her name. Yeah, Ram, the not so best girl. Beatrice, and then we move on to Sword Art Online, Gun Gale Online. She is like the sidekick character of the main character, but we have two versions. Now, I know season 2 came out. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, I'll get to it when I can. We have Best Daughter right here, Yui from SAO. We have this girl from Haruhi something something something. So yeah, it's a classic anime. I have never watched it, so I don't really know much about her, but we did pull her, so that's pretty cool. And then from Overlord, a anime that I did watch and I do love, we have Eins Ul Gon, but in the Momo outfit. So yeah, that's pretty freaking dope. All right, so there's that. Oh, I forgot to showcase one, so let me just do that real quickly. We got this one. I don't know if it was at towards the end of last year or this year, this past year, but yeah, it came a little nicked. It's like nicked right there, and it's kind of driving me crazy. That's why I have it in here. So there you go. Okay, so now on to the more protected stuff and my, I guess, majority of the collection. So first, we'll just go by anime because that will be the easiest way. We have No Game, No Life. Still waiting on season 2. Loved the season 1 and it just looked awesome. The cards were freaking bangers. We have Steph Dola right here. And what's your name? Shiro, I think I want to say. But yeah, we have some amazing looking cards right there. Up next, we have from How to Train a Boring Girlfriend. Let's start go in order. We have from the first volume, The Cousin and Yuta Senpai right there. Love the artwork. From volume 2, we got Best Girl and then Yuta Senpai again. Freaking love the cherry blossoms in the background. It just makes the card really pop out. These two cards, they were kind of pricey at one point, but they've gone down dramatically. So if you're into How to Train a Boring Girlfriend, and these two might be your ultimate waifus for that particular anime, it might be the best time to pick these up. All right, and then from volume 3 or the movie version, we have Edidi, and this is the only one of her that I've gotten. So there you go. Okay, moving on, let's take care of the following. Rent a Girlfriend, shall we? We have Best Girl, Chizuru. I have the SSP of her right there. and then the SP version right there. These two are phenomenal looking. I love it. Um, the main guy is a total wuss, but yeah. And then we have second best girl right here, which is also an SSP. Now, something to keep in mind of, this card is notorious for being bootlegged or like fake versions of it being out there. You really need to take a close look and make sure you're not purchasing a fake copy. If it's too good, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. So there you go. All right, I showcased some free rent cards already. So last year I was able to pull this trial deck, not Fern, free rent SP, looking absolutely gorgeous. And then, of course, I picked up the Fern SSP as well. So freaking awesome. Moving on, we have Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs. These three right here, pretty much all I really wanted. So I got all three. There is another version of Yuna, but that's not really a high demand or high want, I should say. So right now, I am pretty content with the collection that I've acquired. And yeah, yes, all three of these are just absolute bangers. So there you go. Okay, moving on to Konosuba. This is one of my like favorite trinities to look at. They just look so good. We have Aqua, we have Megumin, and we have Darkness right here. These are not the re-edit issues. These were the originals, and they just look phenomenal. I'm always looking for more Konosuba SP related items, but it's kind of a love-hate relationship when it comes to Weiss Schwarz. Why? Because they pump out so many new sets. It's really hard to kind of backtrack and pick up the cards from previous sets unless you're a crazy fan of that particular anime. It's very hard to pick it up. Why? Because you're just on to the next thing, and that's where I find myself. So even like, for example, the Konosuba set, I want so many of the other SPs out there, but it's just there's too many new things coming up, and it's just hard. But I'm just glad that I have the base three, which is phenomenal. Okay, the thing that started off the whole Weiss Schwarz collection for me was Log Horizon. I've said this in the past, but this was what introduced me to the game of Weiss Schwarz. I was watching Log Horizon Season 1, and I was like, man, these characters are freaking phenomenal. So I wanted to pick up merch for them, but the only thing I could find were these cards from this game called Weiss Schwarz. So I picked it up. I bought like 6 booster boxes or extra boosters or whatever this thing was called. And yeah, I pulled all three of these that you see here. Every single one of these I pulled from those 6 boosters. That was the luckiest, I guess, time in my life, because to get 3 SPs from 6 boosters or so is nearly impossible. So unless you're buying like a full case, but again, I only purchased 6 booster boxes, so it was kind of a wild time. Okay, moving on. Let's continue. Let's do this set right here. So SAO, one of my favorite animes. As you can kind of tell, I focus mainly on the JP side of things, but I do have a very little collection when it comes to the English set. We have Lizbeth right here. We have Silica, looking absolutely gorgeous. We have Last Shot Shinon, and this one is one of my like prized possessions because this is actually a gift that my wife got me way back in the day, and it's been a hot minute now, but I still have it in my collection and it looks so gorgeous. So I love it. Okay, we have Kirito, and we have a JP Asuna right here. So there you go. Okay, moving on to some fiery goodness. We have Dragon Maid. We have Toru here. This is from the booster box, and it's an SSP. Now, there's 2 versions of her. We have this version that can be found in the booster box, And then you have this banger of a version that can only be found in the trial decks. So yeah, there you go. But have both of these and they just look freaking gorgeous. All right. So up next, let's take a look at my senpai, because who doesn't love Bunny Girl, or Rascal doesn't dream of Bunny Girl senpai? So we have this SEC version of Mai looking absolutely stunning. We have another Mai right here, the bubblegum Mai. And then we have another character. I forgot her name. It's been such a long time since I've watched this anime, but there you go. All right, so moving on to the next set, I'm going to take a look at this one right here, because this one is a doozy for sure. All right, so as I showed you before, I have Momo from Overlord. Overlord is one of my favorite animes of all time. I just love the isekai genre, I guess. And we have Ainzul Gon right there. We have, to go with him, we have Albedo. This is from volume 2. Then we have the original, not the reprinted version, because you can tell because it's gold stamped here instead of silver. But yeah, we have this original trial deck SP of Albedo. And the piece de resistance for any Overlord, for any Albedo fan, it would have to be this SEC of Albedo. Whew, this card is fire. I am so happy to have this in my collection. I acquired this at the end of so 2023 going into 2024. So yeah, that was a freaking banger right there. It cost an arm and a leg, but it was definitely worth it. So there you go. Moving on, let's take the one-ofs out of the way. So this whole stack right here are all cards. It's miscellaneous. They're from different animes, but I just have one-ofs. So we have, for example, Fairy Tail Wizard Natsu. This one's kind of interesting. It's first of all English, which I have very little of. But if you take a look at the signature, that is for the manga artist, not the voice actor. That's pretty interesting. So there we go. We have another English card for Ryoko from Kill la Kill. And once again, this is a trial deck SP. I purchased literally one trial deck and I pulled her. Those are the like amazing moments. All right, we have Rias, I think that's her name. Yeah, she just looks absolutely stunning. Look at that. Moving on, from Goblin Slayer, we have Priestess. Just love the aesthetic of this artwork right here. Just looks so good. Okay, we have, sorry guys, I'm just gonna put this down. Okay, we have Kaguya right here. Originally, I thought this artwork looked really nice, but I kind of regret it. I want her in her standard black, like school uniform. But again, like I've said in the past, unfortunately, it's hard to go back and take care of older sets because they just keep coming out and pumping out with new ones. Data Live, right here. We have Darling in the Franxx, 02. This is the trial deck version. It's a little dark, but I just love 02, so I had to pick this one up. Okay, this is also a trial deck. This is the Madoka Magica spinoff. It's like a mobile game. But yeah, I bought literally one trial deck of her this set, and I was able to pick it up, so that's pretty cool. Resisting Fate Eren Yeager. Oh my god, Attack on Titan, everyone. Yes, this is the original Eren Yeager, not the reprint or any of that kind. But yeah, this is such a beautiful looking card, and I'm just kind of sad that Attack on Titan is over, or has been over. My Battleship Girl, I guess love started right here from Kantai Collection, and this is Kango Kai Ni. Yeah, this is what got me into the Battleship Girl genre. So there you go. We have from Spy X Family, right here. There we go. I was about to say I forgot her name, but nope, I remember. There it is. Beautiful. And then we have Shuna right here from That time I got reincarnated as a slime. I want to pick up again more of the reincarnated as a slime cards, but because I have other big fish to fry, they usually get pushed back. All right, moving on, we have some more ReZero cast. We have Amelia right there. Come on, stay focused. We have Best Girl Rem, even though we haven't seen her in forever now. We have the original Rem. And then we have Beatrice. This is all from, like, these two are from volume 1. We have Amelia Trial Deck SP, looking phenomenal. And then these are some of the bangers. Bam. We have Rem from, I think this is the second trial deck that was released. Looking so beautiful. And then my favorite card in my entire collection, it would have to be this one, Rem Pure White Wedding Dress. Yeah, back in the day when Weiss Schwarz was in its infancy, I picked this one up for around like $200 at the time. This was years ago at this point. I thought I was paying quite a lot at the time, but now seeing how much that this card goes for in the condition that I have it in, that's just, yeah, it's kind of wild. But this will never be leaving my collection, ever. Freaking love it. I do have some graded cards, so I guess I'll showcase those real quickly. We have this banger right here, Mio. And then we have another Amelia, or actually I lied. I think I traded the non-graded version of my Amelia for something, but yeah, this is from volume 1. Okay, so in 2023 going into 2024, I spent most of my time collecting all of these cards right here. And for those of you guys who follow me, you have known last year I spent so much time focusing in on Azure Lane. So all of these beautiful cards are from that mobile card game. It has gotten an anime, it has a lot of different merch, but for me as a, I guess, TCG collector, I wanted to pick up as many of these volume 1 SPs / SECs / whatever other rarities they have it in. So I spent so much time, so much effort, so much money hunting all of these that you see right before you right now. There's more. We have this one. My camera's freaking out right now because it's so beautiful. There you go. We have this one. Yes. Yes. And yes. Now, will I be hunting down more of these Azure Lane cards? Of course I will. Will I be picking up the volume 2 of the Azure Lane? Yes, I will. But that will come with due time. This past year, what did I spend my time collecting? 2024 going into 2025, I've been collecting all of this. Now, you will see what they are, and it's, I gave a little foreshadowing, and it was these beautiful waifus right here. If you don't know, I am a big fan of Hololive. Hololive has been something that has really brought joyness to my life, and I have gone to the Breaking Dimensions concert. I went to see them at Anime NYC this past year, and it's just phenomenal. And right now I'm actually trying to go to HoloFest, is it Sixth Fest, I think I want to say, and then the expo in Japan. So crossing my fingers, I have my pretty much my lottery application set up already. So hopefully I'll be going this year in March to go see them live, which would be freaking bomb. But it all started with this particular card. At the time, Mel and Choco Sensei were one of the two that I was interested in. Unfortunately, Mel things happened and she was forced to kind of leave the company. But even though that has happened, I still have this beautiful SSP of her. So that's fantastic. Moving on, let's showcase now. They're not in any particular order, but here we go. I mainly tried to collect all of the trial deck cards because I just think they look so much nicer. We have Best Sheep Watame right here, looking absolutely stunning. We have Modin. Oh yeah, that's the trial deck version, baby. We have Knoll in all her glory. Up next, we have Korone. Again, trial deck. This one, Fubuki. If you've been with this channel for some time, you might be wondering, Daybreak, like what the heck happened to some of your SPs or SSPs or SECs? They went to trading for her. So if I picked up or I pulled a card that I wasn't really a big fan of, and I said that I wasn't a big fan of, I just kind of put it in a binder and left it there. I went to a convention just recently, and there was a person there that wanted to, he was vending at the time, but he was like, hey, like I would love to trade or buy some of these from you. So I was like, sure. And he picked out a couple, and I saw that he had this Fubuki, and I just had to have it. So it was a very good deal, and I don't regret the trade that I made. This Fubuki is a freaking amazing. So there you go. All right, moving into some of the SSPs. We have Bay right there, looking stunning. Oh, Fauna. Oh man. Yeah, Fauna was one of my favorites, and the fact that she has left Hololive at this point in time, I'm really sad, but I'm just super excited that I at least have had the experience of hearing her live at Breaking Dimensions, and just the fact that I have this awesome SSP of her is amazing. Continuing on, we have Kiara. This is not my favorite version of Kiara, unfortunately, but it will have to do. We have Iris, Crony, going back to the trial decks, we have Sakura Miko. She did an amazing job singing Suisa's like song for the countdown. It was freaking amazing. Her, Narissa, and Zeta. Zeta is the one who sang, but amazing. Up next, we have this lovely lady right here, Mio. Again, trial deck. We have Okayu, trial deck. Subaru, trial deck. One of my Oshis right here, Pekora. I think she might be my ultimate Oshi, but yeah, love freaking Pekora. And then we have Choco Sensei right here. Now, you might be like, Daybreak, you had a Beckett card. Yes, this one right here. This card is one of my holy grails. I never thought I would actually own this card because of how expensive she can be. So I was looking at this particular item on eBay, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna get it. But the auction end time was at such a weird time. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. And I waited. It was like 2 in the morning or something along those lines, and I just put in that last ditch effort, and I won. Now, what card did I purchase? This is not a JP card. It's an English card, but it's fine. It's none other than the Suisei Trial Deck SP. Wow. Now, yes, it got a 9 mint, but honestly, I can't really see any fault with this particular card. I've looked over and over again, and I kind of want to break it out of this shell, but just the fact that I was able to acquire a mint 9 Suisei card for it seemed too good to be true, but it was, as you can see, it has been authenticated. The seller was reputable. I don't know maybe how life stocks were down at that time or what, but yeah, I was able to pick her up for a steal. She usually goes for over $1,000 raw. So to pick her up for, I think I paid, I want to say like 500 or so. Five, maybe not five, like four, a little less than 500. And just to have her in my collection, my God. So yeah, the year 2024, I spent most of my time picking up the slabs or this slab and this stack of hollow live trial deck cards from Weiss Schwarz. So there you have it. Guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope if you've started collecting Weiss Schwarz, that you guys have an awesome time doing so. It's such a fun game. It's such a fun hobby to collect. I know it's kind of ridiculous with some of the cost these days, but give it time. Don't go crazy with your spending, and hopefully you can land like I did, some bangers without paying an arm and a leg. Now, some people might be like, Daybreak, 400, not close to $500 is an arm and a leg. You're right, but that's why we work, right? So there you have it. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please leave a thumbs up, share the video. If you're new to the channel, if you wanna wait till next year to see how my collection evolves, hit that subscribe and notification bell icons, and that's that. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year, everyone. And this is Daybreak 748. I'm signing out. Peace.